I heard someone say that big opportunities come in the form of controversy, confusion, and criticism. They don't come just in this, big package, beautiful deal where everyone can see it. Otherwise, everyone would do it. No, it comes in skepticism. It comes in, again, criticism, and oftentimes there's confusion attached to it. You look at Bitcoin. When that first came on the scene, people were confused at what that was. Like, what is this digital money? How is this different from just having a bank ledger? Debit cards, credit cards. Going back, you talk about the internet. I remember, I think on the Today Show, they were testing out emails. And like, so I send a message on a computer to another computer. How does that even work? People in mail rooms in corporate America probably had no idea that they were going to be replaced by the internet, by email. And so it's confusion. They don't know. So you don't know what you don't know, I guess, right? But that's XRP, right? XRP, to some, is confusing. XRP definitely marks the box of being criticized. And we know that controversy has surrounded Ripple and XRP, not because of their own doing. They're the actual good guys. But obviously, when you're trying to solve a problem, there are actors that don't want you to solve their problems because those problems create or generate revenue, just like cross-border payments. The time that it takes to settle cross-border payments ties up a lot of money, and someone is getting that, and someone doesn't want XRP to succeed. But what I want to talk about is other areas, other industries that can utilize XRP and is already actually utilizing XRP outside of the banking and financial sector. We all know that XRP and Ripple is focused on cross-border payments, international payments. However, I have three different areas that you may not have thought about where XRP is currently being used and probably will be used in the future. Number one is the pharmaceutical industry, and there is actually a NASDAQ traded company that is slated to use the XRP ledger to process their payments a lot faster. They also are going to be using XRP as a reserve currency. The company is Wellgistics, and they have 6,500 pharmacies across the country, and they're going to be investing $50 million into this XRP ledger update to put all of their transactions on the blockchain. This is insurance payments to these pharmacies. This is payments from their customers to the pharmaceutical companies as well, or the pharmacies rather. And so this is going to streamline their operations. And what it does is that it saves cost in this area that they can allocate to other areas. Maybe that's research, allocate that to, I don't know, dividends to their customers some way, somehow. I don't know. But that's the name of the game, is you use XRP and you use the savings with that to allocate that money elsewhere. Number two is supply chain. And in the supply chain, there can be many inefficiencies. However, with XRP, you can settle payments a lot faster from the buyer to the seller, and then you can create better cash flow that way. You can also have more of a visibility when it comes to payments on the ledger where everything is made public and can be seen. And it also ultimately streamlines your operations as well, and just improves any operational efficiencies over time, because that time in between those payments and the settlement could be days, and it could cost $10, $30 a transaction. And so that's money, again, just like in the pharmaceutical company, you can allocate to other areas. And if you own a business, and if you can take money savings from one area and put it towards things that you really want to put it towards, that's just a win. And number three, which can fall in line with supply chain, is e-commerce. And with e-commerce, obviously, you want to have faster payments, right? You want to have a seamless checkout experience for your customers, which I believe that we are obviously a lot faster than we were 10 years ago. But that's kind of customer facing. Usually customer facing interactions are a lot faster, but when it comes to the actual business ownership, waiting for these transactions to settle, getting your money from these payment platforms, it can take a few days to do so. How would it be, how better would it be for you to get that money instantly, be able to reallocate the funds towards other things. And once again, you're going to hear that word reallocation. That's the name of the game, reallocating money. That's what businesses want to hear. They want to hear, where can I take the money from this savings and put it to other things as well. And it just expands your global reach, which XRP, once again, is swift, and it can take on cross-border border payments like it's nothing. And so it will take your operation, whether big or small, on e-commerce and streamline it and make it way more efficient. We are in an instant settlement world. If you think about media, you watch TV back in the 80s and 90s, there was no such thing as, hey, I'm going to pause this, or I'm going to fast forward that, or I'm going to go stream this and stream that. Whatever was on the TV is what you were going to watch, and there's certain shows or movies that came on once a year, and everyone surrounded themselves around the TV to watch that one time. Now, you don't have that anymore, right? It's whatever you want to watch, when you want to watch it, instant settlement. And that's the same concept is going to be in our financial world, in our money, with our banking, with our institutions. Everyone wants instant settlement. And if you don't believe that that's the way we're not the way we're going, I don't know what to tell you. You can see it everywhere else. There's many other areas of life that we know that 10, 20 years ago there was no such thing as instant or on demand, but now we have on demand just about anything, and money is following suit. And so that's why XRP is very important. It's bigger than just banking. You have many different sectors and industries that can utilize this new technology. I just named you 3. Let me know if there's any more that I am missing. I'm pretty sure I am. Let me know in the comments. I'd like to hear your ideas and your thoughts. I'm so glad you're able to join me. Please like and subscribe for more.